Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
What's going on YouTube? It's Filthy and we're back with another video. Today we're looking at what I think is the best build for bounties in the game. It is the Gears of Dreadlands Demon Hunter. Now no surprise, I do think this is the best for keys, so it probably follows logically that this will be the best for bounties. It is very easy to play, it is extremely tanky. The requirements to get into T16 and public bounties are pretty easy. And this is pretty much what I've been playing. I have done some bounties on Wizard, I have done some on Necro, but I'd say that 90% of my bounties have been farmed with this. But before we do jump in and take a look, a quick word from today's video sponsor. And today's video is sponsored by Aniba.com, who sell games. We can get keys for PC games, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo eStore, all at a discount, which is obviously brilliant. There is actually a partnership currently with Trustly running a spring sale, and this is live until the 9th of May. So if you use the link in the description, it will take you to the landing page. We've got just over 12 days at the time of recording this. We can see plenty of big titles here at a huge discount. So let's say we wanted to pick up Cyberpunk on this really great deal. We would simply click through and we would use Trustly to pay. So let's talk about that. Trustly is a payment provider that makes it easy to pay with your own bank account. Make your purchase super easy and pay from your bank with Trustly. No app, no registration, no manual entry, very secure. It's easier to pay with Trustly than other alternatives, and you don't need any cards or passwords whilst also paying with money you already have. So one last reminder, the sale is on until the 9th of May, so do check out the link in the description and pick up some cheap games, obviously at a fantastic price. I hope you find something that you like, and we'll go back to the video now. Cool, thanks again for the sponsorship. So let's jump in and take a look now. We're going to take full 6 pieces of Gears of Dreadlands here, so boots, pants, chest, helm, shoulders, and gloves. Now, we're going to take Yang's recurve and the Siri satchel on the character. The Yang's gives great resource cost reduction. Obviously keeps the hatred completely topped up the whole way, as you'll see in the background footage of me doing some bounties earlier today. Obviously it helps with discipline. We do have a few discipline spenders, so it does help for that. Now this is off my ZDH, so I don't have any damage percent or anything like that. I've just gone for resource cost reduction and vitality, but it doesn't matter. My point that I'm getting at is you could probably get a much better one of these. Now, I've got pretty miserable cooldown. I've got, what have I got? 17%. Now, we've got the Dawn in the Cube, which helps a lot for uptime on Vengeance. You could roll more cooldown. For instance, I could have it on my gloves here. I could have it on my offhand. I could maybe pick it up on 1 or 2 of the rings, and I could certainly put Diamond in the helm. So if you're struggling for toughness, because you do get 50% damage reduction with Vengeance Dark Art Rune, you certainly can do that. You can also try all res gems again on toughness, but the reason that we don't have particularly good cooldown is because I'm concentrating on gold find. So I've rolled it here as an example as my secondary start, and this has allowed me to get to 35k, which means that when we do the bounties we do pick up quite a bit of gold. If I just hide my head, yeah, we're up to 20 billion now, which is nice because it just basically means that we can empower all those rifts, which is pretty nice. But if you don't care about the gold find, by all means you can go for more damage, you can go for more move speed, you can go for more resource cost reduction, whatever it is that you fancy. Now obviously we've got the Hunter's Wrath belt, mandatory. You want hungering arrow damage here, you want hungering arrow damage on your trousers as well. Cold on braces, crit on braces. We've got the Raps of Clarity, so whenever we do a generator attack we get damage reduction. We have got the Elusive Ring, so whenever we pop Smoke Screen or Shadow Power we get this nice up to 60% damage reduction. Mine's not great, it's 55%, so we do have a bit more to squeeze out of that. Depth Diggers in the Cube, this is obviously for the damage. You can put this on the character and squeeze in a rogue somewhere, but I do quite like playing with the Zodiac. That obviously helps me out with my miserable cooldown, but it just gives us a bit more uptime on these abilities. You know, by all means, you could do rogue here, Depth Diggers on the character, and then that would open up a few slots for you. So you could do Leorix, maybe get some more gold. You could do Broken Crown and get more gems. You could, pretty much take whatever you want. You could take the arm. The arm guards are really nice. They'll speed you up as well. So absolutely tons of options. We've got Akimbo's gold. We may as well take it just for the secondary gold find. You don't really want to be taking squirts in bounties. Some of the bosses, even at like 14k main stat, will hurt you when they hit you. So I don't think it's worth keeping a squirt. But again, by all means you can do. You could take a Hellfire for a passive. It's pretty much open, but you may as well try and get in some extra gold. So again, this one is lousy. It's got the 80% of the gold, which is rubbish. It's got crit damage, which is okay. And then really we would want cold percent and probably crit chance. Now for the offhand, I think it defaults with attack speed. Hungering Arrow damage, obviously if you can get it, is great. Crit chance is great, and it's a good place to pick up cooldown. Life percent also would be decent. That would help you with your toughness a little bit. We've got an Avarice Band. We have to take this obviously because we don't get access to the follower, which is a bit rubbish for the bounties. But at the end of the day, we may as well collect gold whilst we're doing these. Again, if you don't care about that at all, you have a free ring here. Larceny could go here. That would allow you to move a little bit faster because of like a chance on fear. Chance on hit to fear, and then fear gives move speed, so that could be good. Stone of Jordan for a bit of extra damage. Convention of Elements for a bit of extra damage. Zodiac Rug. We've covered quite a few things. There's quite a few bits to do. Shoulders, you probably want cooldown here. Other than that, not terribly bothered what's on them. For the gloves, double crit and cooldown would be better. And obviously, yeah, gold find on pretty much everything. I've gone for main stat gems. I've got enough toughness to survive, as you'll see in the footage. I think I do die because I stop to try and have a look at what the bounties are, and something walks up and splats me. But these things happen. So gear is pretty flexible. It's pretty easy. Just obviously try and get your modifier quite high on your belt, fairly high on your satchel. It rolls up to 600%, and that should pretty much do. You don't care about the yangs. You're not using multi-shot. You don't even need to worry about the max discipline or anything like that. So for the skills, we've gone for Strafe, Drifting, Shadow. This keeps us moving at 100% move speed while strafing, which is great. So obviously we fire out our Hungering Arrows when we do so. Cold Rune, as always, it just seems to be the way for Demon Hunter. Vengeance, Dark Heart, we have covered. This is giving us the 50% toughness. Prep, there is a couple of runes. You can do Focus Mind, 45 discipline over 15 seconds. You just keep spamming it whenever it's off cooldown. Or you can do Invigoration, and this gives you more max discipline, and it means that maybe it's slightly better. I've played with both. I can't really tell much difference, but either of those two runes is absolutely fine. Shadow Power. I like Shadow Glide for the move speed, but if you're struggling for toughness a little bit, you could always go for Gloom and give yourself a 35% damage reduction. We're pretty tanky anyway, but if you're struggling, you certainly can do. And then Smokescreen, Displacement, 100% move speed whenever we pop it. And obviously we can pop it fairly often because it's on a insanely short cooldown. And obviously if you get one single Zodiac proc, you can basically use it again. Tactical Advantage, move speed seems to make a lot of sense. We are popping Shadow Power and Smokescreen pretty often, so this gives us 60% for 2 seconds. Very nice. Cheat Death, you're always going to want it. Somebody might text you or doing some bounties. You might get confused. You might stand in an explosion or whatever. So yeah, I would leave that on. You don't want to lose your pools of reflection if you can help it. Perfectionist, reduce discipline cost. I've also been playing around and swapping this for Hop Suit, which I quite like. So again, I've kind of bounced between those two. The Perfectionist just helps with the discipline, so you can spam these two here a little bit more often. But by all means, Hot Pursuit, 20% move speed when you hit an enemy. It's kind of nice. So I think in the footage I'm using this, but yeah, I've been swapping between those two. And then Ambush, just a little bit of extra damage really against stuff above 75% health. Now, what I'm hoping at some point over the next few weeks is that I will actually get around to getting some decent pieces for this, and I will org it up, and it will just absolutely fly. It's pretty fast for the bounties anyway, but it's going to absolutely cook once I get my my damage figure up a little bit. But what I would say, it's just completely brainless to play. A little bit of left click, a little bit of right click. We get obviously in the set damage reduction. We get this huge primary skill damage. We get the momentum stacks, which cap out to 20. So you just need to make sure you fire one of these off every few seconds just to keep your stacks up. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. If you jump into a public bounty and you see a bunch of demon hunters, it's going to be a very fast run. It is absolutely lightning fast. But that is the video. Thank you again to Aniba for the sponsorship. I hope you enjoy playing some discounted games. I hope you find something that you like. I hope you're enjoying the season as well and staying safe as always. I'm the Filthy Casual. I'll be back with some more videos pretty soon. Take it easy. Peace.